Never have I ever seen such spuds. Alright, bro. I'm about to boot this YouTube bot, bro.
Ivy said I'm a 5 on offense.
Yeah, that's probably about reason. I say you're probably like a
5 out of
6.5.
10.
Not gonna lie, bro. You don't know how
Although,
to hit the net.
okay, what?
You're immune to hitting the net, dude.
Oh, I just gotta work on it. All right. Listen. I got so I just gotta work on a tiny bit of aim, and then I'm there. What is Ivy? Ivy's only saying this because we're friends. He knows I'm good. He literally said like
Landon, scoot your boot.
he literally said like a week ago I could be top 5. He just needs to see me play.
Yeah, there you
Literally
go.
what he said. There we go. We are good.
Alrighty. Welcome into BMHL Weekly, episode number 11, fully into the double digits. We'll just go ahead and jump right in here. We'll start off on the right side of the table with Landon for this one. But did you see the Wolfpack's rapid decline coming?
After the trade for with Cam, yeah, it's definitely gonna come eventually.
Yeah, obviously, having two, like young franchise players like Patriot and Cam, but to the point where they piss each other off, you piss them off to where they both want out. You get rid of Cam, but then there's no team around Patriot, so then he wants out. It's just a mess. And he also traded them both for, let's see, Bleed Blue 52, and what'd they get from the Venom? Oh, Jeff. So Jeff and Bleed Blue for RJ, Cam, Patriot, and a second. That's crazy. That's a ridiculous trade, like little trade tree there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
Zebra, what do you think?
Yeah, their decline was again with the Cam trade sort of fell down, but now what I would say their team isn't half bad. If they have Jeff playing, I wouldn't say good, but they have a solid goalie. They got SCP, and they got G Money. If G Money plays well and SCP plays well, they're not a half bad team. Are they making the playoffs? No, but I think again with the only letting up one goal against the Spartans, I they're not half bad, but yeah, they're decline.
They
They definitely had.
Don't get me wrong, they did play well last night. They obviously that's a heartbreaking loss though. Obviously you need points out of that. Even if it's just one, you'd be satisfied with that. But instead, give up a goal with what was it like 145 to go in the game? That's tough. That's a tough way to go out. And especially when it was bound to happen though. Eventually their defense, all three of their guys were just sucked down low below the hash marks, leaving whoever it be at the point, whether it be Nathan or Landon, just wide open. And eventually they were going to hit the net, even though they had a very hard time doing so for most of the game. So
Don't
there
talk
is
about it.
that. Um, all right. Second topic. Can the Badgers still sneak into the postseason without Chef, Vizzo, and Reflex? We'll start with Zebra for this one.
Hmm.
Um. Okay. Can the batters? I think they can. To be honest, JoJo, he's he's not back, but he found himself, and he can play well now. And with Chronix is probably another one of the most underrated players from my point of view because he's so young and everyone makes fun of him. But he's actually not half bad. I
Yeah.
think they can easily win over the Minnesota. Will they make it past the first round? Probably not. But they'll put up a good fight.
Yeah, I agree. And in my opinion, it's not necessarily about um, you know, like how good they'll do. I feel like it's more so about how bad the Wolfpack will do. Because remember, the Wolfpack don't exactly have an easy schedule left to go. I mean, you've got week 8, 9, and 10, and that's it. You're, season's done after that. But let's take a look at their remaining 3 games. You got on the road against Tampa Bay. That's not an easy game, especially when you got Kanye on the other side. You've got a home game against Greensville. That again, not easy. You got two of Nick, Optic, Johnny going against you there, and then your final game is another game against San Diego. Like that might be the hardest last 3 games, aside from maybe Baylor that a team has left, and I just don't see a world where they win any of those games. So I think Baylor will sneak in just because of how bad the Wolfpack will do. I think they go 0-3 from this point.
Mm-hmm.
Landon, what do you think?
Yeah, like Wolfpack definitely have a tough schedule, but without Chef and Vizzo, it's gonna be tough. But I think Chronix and JoJo can do it. They've shown some good some good flashes in their last couple games. So I mean, if Chronix can score a little better, then yeah, they could definitely win. Like they could definitely make the playoffs. Let alone maybe even make it to the second round.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, agreed. All right. Let's see. Next topic. It'll be who will snag the 1 seed in each conference. Let's see. We'll start off with
Okay.
Landon. We'll go in a snake order.
Okay.
Yeah. Snag the 1 seed in each. Okay, 1 seed in the East will probably be Venom, and then 1 seed in the West, my team, Spartans. If I were to guess, just because we've beaten every good team in our division. Like we haven't beaten the Badgers yet, but we played them whenever they had Jeff and Bizzo. They're probably worse now. We've beaten every team in our division at least once, except the Badgers. But yeah, we should have beaten the Eagles twice, but we don't talk about that game.
That game is best left untalked about. Fuck you, Kabufi.
Mm-hmm. Fucking faggot.
Relatable, honestly. Zebra, what are your thoughts? I'll give mine after.
Uh, West. Start with West. I think. How easy is the Spartans like last games? 'Cause-
The Spartans' last games?
We
It's a
play
good question.
Bulldogs, Badgers,
Bulldogs,
Wolfpack.
Badgers, and Minnesota. Yeah, it's a pretty easy
okay,
schedule.
yeah, Spartans are getting this
Yeah,
top spot.
we're
Just
probably gonna win every single game for the rest of the season. So,
um
because our only
now
hard
with the
games like
East,
Bulldogs and
now with
Badgers.
the East.
Not really hard.
Listen, if we're gonna win against the Bulldogs twice, that's what I'm saying. So
Here's the
just
thing.
put us at. Just put it. Listen. After week 6, we're probably 4-1-1. Florida's 4-1. We play Eagles. They still play Eagles, so it could go either way. Then we play them. It's the same thing that happened with you guys playing each other. The winner of that game gets the conference. I think is what
I
happened.
well, here's the thing though, as
Mm-hmm.
well. I Florida's got a tough schedule compared to Carolina, because Florida still has, well, obviously
Mm-hmm.
Carolina once. They also have Toronto once, and they have Greensville once. The Nighthawks,
Ooh,
their only tough
ooh.
opponents here are Greensville and Florida. Beyond that, they only play the Bulldogs and the
Mm.
Wolfpack, or rather
No,
not
we
the
don't play
Wolfpack,
Oh,
Wolfpack.
or not the Wolfpack. Baylor.
We play New York twice and Baylor once.
uh-huh.
I mean,
Okay.
if
So you're telling
if
me
if
it's
the
an easy
Nighthawks
schedule?
win the games that they're supposed to, and Florida drops a game to either Toronto or Greensville, like could see Carolina taking that 1 seed. But obviously, Ivy's looked very good recently. Grinding his life away in ranked recently. So who knows
Mm-hmm.
how easy he'll be to stop. But yeah, I don't know. I'd say probably the Spartans in the West as of right now. They just got a little bit more points, and they have a very favorable schedule um, for the rest of the season. So I'd say them probably in the West. Um, but in the East, I genuinely think it could go either way. And honestly, I'll take the Nighthawks in this just because of their, much easier schedule. I think Florida could absolutely drop one again to Kanye and the Hurricanes or the Eagles in Week 10. Landon, did you give your thoughts already? I got myself all mixed up.
On the first seed?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did. You did. Okay, I'm tripping. All right, moving on. Who is the MVP front runner right now?
Mm,
Zebra.
Yeah,
Go
Zebra.
ahead. No,
huh.
no, I'm not picking Zebra.
No.
Well,
That's it.
I'm not.
No, no,
Oh,
no.
I'm MVP. I'm not gonna.
You're not even top 10 for me.
No, I'm not.
Anyways,
I don't. I don't have. No, I'm probably around top 10, but I don't have. I'm not even close. Um, I haven't seen Optic play in a while, so I feel like it's just Ivy. He has 14 points. There's like he's been playing well, but if like I don't want to base it just on points, if you know what I mean,
Mhm.
because obviously points are a big factor. But again, defense. Like Nathan, why isn't he there? But he's been playing really good defense. But I'm just gonna say top three or Ivy, Landon, and I don't know someone else. But I don't think Optic's there anymore just because he hasn't played in a while, and I don't know. I haven't seen Optic play in a while, at least.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it's probably Ivy at this point, just because he's got a lot of goals. Granted, a lot of them were against dog shit teams. You know,
Yeah, that's
we
also.
like we haven't really seen him, pop off against a good team. He lost to damn Toronto when they had like Hyper Sage at defense. So I think he probably
Mhm.
wins just because of his stats, but you know, I feel like there's definitely other candidates who just, maybe didn't play as much as him, um, who could definitely win it if they played more. But yeah, I think it's Ivy right now. Landon, what do you think?
I mean, there's really no one else you could really pick at this point. Probably Ivy. I mean, it just depends on how he does against these next couple teams. But
Honestly, yeah.
knowing him though, he's probably. I mean, I bet they'll drop a couple of those games, but I bet he'll be like all their goals most likely throughout all of them.
Well,
So yeah,
listen,
he's probably most likely to win MVP right now
just Ivy has scored like 4 goals against good teams. Let's just make that clear.
overall,
He
not just
scored
like
one
in
goal
four
against
games.
us, 1 goal against the Spartans, or I think something like that. 1 goal against Hurricanes, or
Yeah, one go against.
maybe two against us. I don't know, but he has not scored that many against good teams. Obviously, he's going to score tons against bad teams, and he played against the Wolfpack in their
Bulldogs, he got 4 goals.
worst
Yeah, he
like
played against the
thing ever.
Wolfpack in their
Yeah,
worst lineup, where they had lagging
yeah.
Kabufi, SCP, and then a unconfident Patriot. It's just yeah, he's got a lot of goals,
It's
but a lot of
just
them have come against really bad teams. So I don't know. I
like
take him
yeah,
with a grain
especially
of salt right now. Obviously, we know how good he is, but
like I may have to go with Landon more.
I just
That's too
counted.
hard.
Ivy has 16 goals, but 8 of them are against bad teams.
that's crazy.
New York. I'm counting New
12,
York as
12 of
one of
them
the
are
worst.
against 12 again are against bad teams.
I'm counting New
My
York
bad.
as one of the worst teams.
Well, yeah, it's just because every
They
time
didn't
we
have
played New
Cam.
York, they didn't have Cam.
That's like we could ease any top 4 team could easily beat them. Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be hard to pick because we gotta he didn't score that many goals against good teams. So and Landon has. Obviously, Landon doesn't have as much goals, but he has scored more goals.
I haven't played as many games as
And
Skater.
that as well. So it's just
Yeah, it's certainly interesting. Um, I again think Ivy's the front runner, but if someone else pops off in the last couple weeks against good teams, maybe that can overtake it. Never know. Um,
hmm
Number five, this kind of transitions nicely from our last one. Is Florida overhyped at this point?
Ooh, I
Start
think I
off
start this
with
one, right?
Landon.
Yeah, so we all know I've beat the Venom, one of the only teams to do so. And yeah, I can say here that they are probably a little bit overhyped just because they have Ivy, but they're still a good team, honestly. They're not the best team in the league right now.
hmm
That's all I can say.
I
Is
agree.
because everyone everyone on their team thinks they're the best in the league, probably, and some other people outside of that do, but for the most part, they really aren't. All they have is Ivy, and then Dragon. He's good. He's shown potential and
Dragon's
whatnot,
good
but
on
he's
defense, but respectfully, he is god fucking awful on offense.
Yeah, he's
isn't
like
it?
a 4 out of 10. That's
Yeah.
Like,
like
I just I wouldn't trust him to be like
remember
second.
the
Like
ranked? Like you just
this is
let
the
him
first. This is the
try.
first season. Yeah, this is the first season. This is first time in what 2 seasons, 3 seasons that Ivy's been on his own. He hasn't had Kanye, so this season's kind of proven that maybe it's a little bit
I
different.
mean, fair.
Maybe he needs that second man like Kanye to be with him all the time, just to win.
hmm
yeah,
Because
I do think
who knows?
he's got the individual talent to win on his own, but I definitely agree with that.
Hmm.
In my opinion, him and Dragon just don't work all that well. It's a super offensive player and a super defensive player, which at first glance you'd think that would work, right? But for them, it just doesn't seem to. I don't know why, but they just don't look very good.
hmm
And honestly, Patriot, I know you're probably going to watch this, and I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but I do not fully trust you in like clutch situations. So I will
hmm
say that Florida is overhyped.
Um, I mean, I beat them while I was on the Hurricanes and I was goalie, and I don't even play goalie. So, like, if Dragon can't play well, they lose
Yeah,
because Ivy can't carry that much. Ivy can't carry that much
not
against good
against a
teams.
good
It's
team.
almost yeah. If like
We
it's
see
pretty,
we've seen what happened against the Spartans.
plus
We should have won that
everyone
game.
knows his playing style now, so it's sort of he needs to find something different. He's been doing the same thing, bringing the puck up with his weak stick. You just hit the puck once and it's over. Stay behind the net. Don't rush him. What can he do? Like, good teams can follow how he plays, and it's sort of hard. But again, the bad team domination. But with the good teams, they're a bit overhyped.
Hmm.
Not really, but they are.
Yeah, it's just weird. I can't
Can I?
fully be confident in them. Something just feels
Mhm.
different.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
And
go ahead, Landon.
can I add on this a
Hmm.
little bit? So we also what happened against me, like whenever we played the Venom. But imagine me and Nathan versus them. Ivy wouldn't have any shots on net most likely, maybe one or two. But if it was me and Nathan versus him, because me and Nathan are the two best people in the league at reading him right now. If you were to guess, me, Nathan, and Kanye are probably all up there on defending Ivy.
Hmm.
Connie's played with him. Me and Nathan have played against him a lot. So
Yeah, yeah.
if those are the three people that if he ever plays, and you wonder how he's lost to all of them.
Hmm.
He lost to Kanye, he lost to me. So those are his weaknesses right now.
Yeah, the people who are good at defending him can just shut him down. And as well, when you go against him for so many seasons, like some of these guys have, you figure him out. You know what he's gonna do. So
Hmm.
I can't take Florida
Especially when you play with
fully
him
seriously.
for 2 seasons.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All right, number six. Can Carolina make the jump to Cup contender? Zebra, what do you
Mm.
think? It's your own
I already
team,
know my
so.
thoughts on this.
Honestly, hmm. Obviously, it's my team, but like, it honestly depends on how me and Adam play. Because if we can play really well if we like know what we're doing. Um, I feel like we could. If we win the East, I feel like we are. If we don't win the East, I don't feel like we are. It's sort of like that.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I think they can, but goaltending does sort of concern me a little bit. If
Mm-hmm.
you don't have Q, or well, you will have Q, but Q again hasn't played all that much over the last couple seasons, but you know, he's fine. Don't get me wrong, but how is he gonna hold up against somebody like possibly, well, like Florida or Tampa Bay in the long run, like in a 7-game series? How is he gonna be able to hold up to that?
Yeah.
Anyway, Landon, what do you think?
Sort of. So
Yeah,
Um,
sorta.
I've lost the Nighthawks, but I'm gonna be completely honest. Game was probably a fluke. We didn't have a whole team, and they had Patron net. So, but honestly, I mean, they could. It's just I don't see it because just the division they're in. They have the Venom, and then they have the Bulldogs, who could surprise people if they started, I don't know, producing better. Or Bulldogs, and who else is in their division?
Um,
Bulldogs, Venom, and then
Tampa Bay and then New York.
oh yeah, the Hurricanes. Shit, yeah. I mean, they're in a hard division, probably harder than the West right now.
Agreed.
Which at the beginning of the season, no one said that, but that's because things have changed.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Go ahead. Sorry.
that's it.
Oh, all right. Well, next up we'll just dive into our remaining Week 7 predictions. Obviously, one game already in the books, but we can still go over the other three. We'll,
how about the week 5 Carolina, New York prediction? We
that's
still have
Week
one. That's
6. Oh
week
yeah,
6.
week
Two,
oh
6.
we already
Week,
predicted that
yeah,
have we? I don't even remember.
last
yeah,
week.
because the last week.
Next week.
Goof.
It's too far
Just a
back.
dupe. Just stupid. Okay,
Guys got
anyways.
the brain
I'll start
capacity of a
off with
root beer
this.
can.
So, for the Winter Classic game, Eagles and Nighthawks. This could be a close game, but if the players show up who the Eagles need like to have show up, then it's probably gonna be wraps to the Nighthawks in this one.
All right, let me go. I think it's going to be a close game. That's what I think.
Okay,
All right,
okay.
okay. I feel like
Eagles are looking for revenge. Just saying, having a couple of
I'm looking for revenge
tough
right now
games.
after all the discrimination on Zebra Orange and the Darnell Tower.
I'm not
I
even
gotta
discriminating you. I'm discriminating at him right now.
I gotta show myself.
Yeah, to be fair,
And
I don't really think anyone's going after you. I think everyone's shifted their attention over to Adam at this point.
well, he getting rated as 6 on offense is crazy.
Because he is. There's a reason he's known as Mr. Postman.
No, I'm talking about me. I'm talking about
you
me
you have like
at
maybe
6 on
a
offense.
7 or 8
Yeah,
on offense, but I swear to God, you're immune to hitting the net.
if that. Yeah.
Okay, just whatever. But
The only thing you're good at is sitting in the middle and tipping the puck towards the net. You don't show anything else on offense that like really promises that you could be good on
all
offense.
right,
Like
I'll see. I'll
all you
see.
do is sit down the middle of the ice and wait for the goalie to hit it up to you and then tip it. Like
We'll see.
there's no skill in that.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a close game.
Just
Obviously,
complete luck.
whoever plays the better game is winning. But
Eagles.
that's because the Eagles lost to Hurricanes. So, and we obviously we won against the Hurricanes, but we didn't win. Well,
I'll
they
clear this up because I
they didn't
already
have
know.
fun here anyways. I'm just. It's gonna be. I think the Eagles may have it like over 1 goal, but it's gonna be a close game.
Well, I already know
Anyways,
my lineup for that game, so
Oh.
because it's going on tonight, so I've got my lineup. It's gonna be Optic, myself, and Nick. So
Yeah.
there's that. Anyway, next game,
Okay.
we'll move on to the Badgers in Florida. Pretty pointless game. It's not even an outdoor one, just a normal game. So who you guys got in this one?
So, Badgers. Believe it or not, I actually might go Badgers with this game. Honestly, that might be an underrated pick, but I might go Badgers. Not gonna lie.
So honestly, I think I might hop on that boat as well. I think the Badgers they're not a great team, they're not a flashy team, but they are a spunky little group of motherfuckers. Like they are so annoying to play against, and you could tell against the Wolfpack and other players. They got like 25 shots on the
Doja and
Wolfpack.
Chronic.
So relentless on the puck. It is weird. And like they get so much pressure. Their
Mhm.
passing has gotten really good. I've noticed over time. And again, they got like 25 shots on the Wolfpack. The only reason that that game wasn't like 6-0 was the fact that, Ivy was there to save them as an emergency goalie.
So is Ivy.
So
Now imagine Ivy's not in that.
that game's like 6 or
Probably
7-0. And yeah, man, give me the Badgers in this one. I haven't been too high on them all season, but I will take them in this. And again, the Venom, over their history, have not been great in clutch moments. So, yeah, man, I'm gonna take Baylor. I think it'll be close though, like 2-1, something like that. But I got Baylor.
I think my final score is probably like 1-0, honestly. 2-1. Yeah, 2-1, honestly. Yeah.
I'm just gonna take the Venom due
Of course
to
you
the
are.
fact
You're
that
you're no fun, dude.
Bad- Badgers don't
You're
have a solid.
boring.
Badgers don't have a solid goalie. Let me
They
just
have
say,
reflex.
yeah,
Reflex
they.
is if he plays as good.
When
Skits
does
isn't
reflex?
bad.
When does reflex show? When does
Nah,
reflex?
Skits is mid.
Reflex hasn't shown apparently. So
Who knows? Get up on.
I'm gonna take the Venom just because of the fact that Baylor doesn't have
And what's your final score? I want to hear this one.
like it's not gonna be too much, but like 3-1
Nah,
something like
yeah. Yeah, I can tell. Yeah. Okay, anyways, next week or next game, Hurricanes,
Next game will be the
Bulldogs.
Hurricanes and the Bulldogs. Now I know. Well, here, let's
Heritage.
take a look at the pick'ems here. Wow, 100% in favor of the Hurricanes. But I don't think it's gonna be, as dominant as people are making it out to be. The Bulldogs are not a bad team, and again, sort of the same with Baylor. They're a spunky little group, and as well they came back from a week to week PC injury. Uh,
He throwing his fat ass into it.
yeah. But you got unlucky. He's pretty relentless on the puck. You got RJ, very proven and very good goalie, and then you got Cam, who's a pretty quick forward who can shut down a lot of people. If they're strong on defense in this game, again, I'm gonna take the upset in this one. I'm gonna take the Bulldogs. I'll take them
Yeah.
like
Okay.
3-1.
This is where we differ.
okay.
I pick no. I
I
pick Hurricanes in this one. Shut the fuck up. I pick Hurricanes in this one just because they have Kanye, Cyrus, and Sage. That's gonna completely demolish Cam and whoever the hell they're gonna have
Cyrus and
play.
Kanye, I agree with, but
Unlucky,
Sage not so
he's
much.
okay.
Sage is
Sage is
not
so
looks
Sage
good.
has shown problems.
Sage is bad.
Sage?
Sage is bad. Sage
Sage is
is
bad. Don't get it
Sage
We'll
is
see
twisted.
how he
barely.
does.
Do not get it
But
twisted. He's a
but
glorified armor
but I
stand
still
on
think
the ice.
Hurricanes are gonna win this though. Hurricanes are gonna win this 3
He's a moving armor.
2-0. 2-0. Hurricanes win this 2-0.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not even.
You pick Bulldogs.
I'm not.
throwing you out a
I'm
window.
going to Bulldogs.
Yep. Okay.
Cam.
Is there a window nearby?
Cam is a solid offensive player.
Offensive what? What's he solid at? Not scoring.
Cam.
We haven't
I'm
really
like, he
given
is a
Cam much
solid
of a shot. He hasn't played
defensive
much.
player. Like, it's Kanye has only won games with me. Let's just make that clear, by the way. And I'm not showing up to that game, so
Fine,
I
I'll
think
show up.
I think the Bulldogs are just gonna take it. That's what I think. It's not. I don't think it's gonna be a
That's
close game. Well, it's gonna be a close game, but I think like
Wait, whoa, did you just say
1-0.
you don't think it's gonna be a close game?
No, I don't know why I said that, but it's gonna be like 1-0
Uh-huh.
1-0
Bro said
for the
it's
Bulldogs.
it's not gonna be a
What?
close game. That's
Okay.
crazy.
I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say close game.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Bulldogs have it.
As I said, Hurricanes. I wouldn't have
All right. So
I don't want. Can I say one thing?
yeah.
How the fuck are the Hurricanes the bottom?
Okay. Cyrus is a good safety. He just can't save. I feel like.
What? What? Are you dumb?
Listen.
You're almost as
Listen.
dumb as Adam right now.
Whoa.
I've watched shots come on him and him just not
Okay,
save.
that's not that dumb.
Obviously, yeah, he's a
Not
really
being
good goalie. He can make saves, but he
He's
can't make all their saves.
a very
He's
good
like he lets
playmaking
he lets too much goals in.
Too much goal zone. You heard it here first.
Why
much goals
he's the always the runner up in Vezina. But
He's a very
yeah,
good
You heard it
playmaking
here
goalie.
first, boys.
But
what?
he's certainly not the best in the league at stopping the puck. He's very good at moving it
Thank you.
when he gets
Yeah.
it. But
Too much goals in. Just don't make no sense.
No, like his save percentage is low.
He lets a lot of goals in, is what you're saying. Whenever
Yeah.
he has to make a save.
His save percentage is low compared to the other goalies. But
Okay.
that's what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
all right. Anyway, I think that'll do it for us. That's all of our topics for today. We'll be back in about a week for another episode of this. But I think that's, it for us. If you guys have anything to add, you may real quick. But if not, I
Zebra's a
think that'll
fucking
be
idiot.
it. Nighthawks are losing the Winter Classic. Anyway, that's gonna be it from us today.
Not happening.
See you all
I
next
agree.
time.
We'll see.